As I recall, this is really loud. Good afternoon. I'll wait for Ted. We're filtering into the room. Welcome to the 5,773rd meeting of the Rotary Club of Chicago. I'm Nancy Kelsplinter, the president of the club, and we come together today. It's just to me a perfect time. A couple of days before my favorite holiday. I'm a little frustrated. I've been to do it. Thanksgiving. And so it's really perfect today that we have a meeting that involved, of course, fellowship. And I heard you, I know it feels like, oh, you shouldn't be eating through everyone talking, but that's what we do. So, and we will be making some announcements and welcoming some guests, hearing some stories of some things that are going on in the club. Also, these poor Zoom people, they just have to look up my. So just a reminder, of course, it's Thanksgiving, and that's a time when we come together, we do service. It's so perfect to be part of Rotary. I will be asking people later if they want to share some of their thankful thoughts or the Rotary why. I am very thankful that this is a time that my family is able to come together. And I'll be honest, I was thinking that I wouldn't come today and get Shayla or somebody to do the meeting because I do host Thanksgiving and I'm kind of obsessed about it. So, but then I thought, what am I thankful for? I'm thankful for the opportunity to be in an organization that is living up to all the things we hold dear about Thanksgiving and service and coming together. And so just want to remind everybody, I know most of you registered today, but we continue to encourage everybody to make sure that they register for meetings. And we'll be talking a little later about the fact that we have some very important meetings coming up that we want to be sure that everyone registers for and that we get some good attendance. So my job is as a Chicago tour guide, so I always bring some Chicago trivia. I love being in this room where we're surrounded by incredibly historical pictures from the Columbian Exposition of 1893. They're just beautiful historic pictures. But the trivia today is what was the year that Chicago had its first Thanksgiving parade? The actual Thanksgiving parade, not the Mag Mile Light Fest that we have last weekend. Actual Thanksgiving parade. Guesses? Hmm. Hmm. Good. Lisa was really close. 1934. We've been doing it a long time. So at this time, I do want to ask Sarah to come up and chat with us about what our service project we'll be doing together today. Let's see. Watch out for that. All right. Good afternoon. It's been a minute since I've been up at this mic, so thank you for having me back up here. So today is one of our during meeting service projects, and this is very much like what we did last year at this time. So we have partnered with an organization called Little Brothers Friends of the Elderly. Last year, we did handwritten notes that would go into their food baskets. This is an organization that through Thanksgiving, they put together food baskets and deliver out to homebound seniors. And so we wrote notes last year. This year, we're also writing notes, but we're making a donation to them as well. So the Community Service Committee, which I'm co-chair for those who don't know me, voted to give a donation to the group as well. So after this meeting, I'm going to be writing up there to the organization to drop off our handwritten notes and the check to Little Brothers Friends of the Elderly. So there are 117 recipients. I and Chuck's wife took a little stack as well, have done most of them. Today, our job is to get 30 cards done, which is doable. So I brought, they're in packs of 6, and there's 4 tables. This is perfect. And so you'll see in each pack, there are 6 names that are taped to the front. So you'll just address the person, right? Check off, make sure you don't do the same person twice, right? So you'll address your card to the person, and then we'll lick them, and I've got stickers to put on the back as well. And then collectively, all of the cards plus the check that our club is donating are going to go up to the organization right after this meeting. So this is something that we'll do after we eat. So with 4 tables, 6 names, this is definitely doable. Everybody basically do just one. Yeah. So these cards are blank on the inside. So feel free to write whatever you want, but do include from the Rotary Club of Chicago somewhere. Okay, so whatever you write is fine, but just, you know, from the Rotary Club of Chicago needs to appear somewhere inside the card. Yes, so the organization puts together the food baskets. We made a donation for that food, the Community Service Committee did, and then these are going in the basket. Yes, okay, but please feel free to eat. We'll work on this later. This is definitely doable. It's fine. Thank you. So while we're enjoying our lunch, we do have some announcements, but I also want to bring up yet another of our Rotary members. Shada is going to talk about. We had such a great evening, Shada. Thank you so much. She put together a great evening at a local restaurant, which she's very familiar with. But she also has very exciting announcements to present. So I'm going to ask you to come up and Allison, tech support, thank goodness, is going to help find Shada's flight. It was fun. Wasn't it a fun evening? Right. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Then I'm looking forward to the project. So it's really fun. Thanks for arranging that. So we've been talking with several of you, possibly a trip to Turkey. So I have been in touch with the travel agency that handles Stanford graduates every year. And we put a plan together. I wanted to share that with you. We will make sure to email all this and the details so that you can look at it and make a decision and get back to me. Excited to share this with you. I put this PowerPoint together myself, so if there are any errors, my apologies. So the trip will start on September 7th through 21st. And September is the best time of the year going to Turkey. So it's just, coming from a hot weather and it's beautiful, awesome. So the purpose of the trip is strengthen the Rotary partnerships between Chicago and Turkey and visit and connect with the communities where Rotary One has supported. We have some impactful projects, and we, celebrate the international fellowship within each other, as well as with the Rotary Club of Istanbul and Izmir. Just the itinerary at a high level. Day 1 through 4 will be Istanbul. Day 5 through 9 will be Izmir, city of Izmir. In both cities, we have projects. We're gonna drive through Ankara, and then Cappadocia would be a couple days there, and then we're gonna get back to Istanbul to travel from Istanbul to Chicago. Activities, I just put those together. Istanbul will have the tour of the old city. We'll visit several palaces. You'll just be magically going through the Byzantine, Ottoman Empire. We have 3 empires and Roman Empire. They're all in this land. Throughout the visit, we're gonna be traveling time. So I'm really excited to do this with you. And then we'll stop at the Istanbul Archaeology Museum, which is incredible. And then Old Market, and we'll have a boat trip in the Bosphorus to our boat trip, private boat trip. So that's going to be magical. I'm looking forward to it. And the next trip will be Izmir. We'll travel to Izmir. And Izmir will have visited several wineries. That's a very common, several locations. And it's 2 Michelin places too that we'll get to visit. We eat great food and we just drink some great wine. And we'll stop at Ephesus in Izmir. It's a UNESCO recognized location. We'll have visited the archaeological museum as well. And then we'll have a full day boat tour with a private boat. We'll get to swim in the Aegean Sea. It's all crystal clear, all blue flag sea. We'll have an amazing day. That day, we'll also visit the historical village called Şirince. They make their own wine, and it's also UNESCO. I didn't write it here. Also UNESCO village, tiny little village. It's beautiful. Very you'll see the pictures along the way. I took a couple of pictures, and we'll have a cooking class there. So I thought it would be really fun. And at night, we'll have a nice dinner with some entertainment there. Now we'll fly to, we'll drive to Ankara, very close, and we'll have a nice VIP bus, all comfortable. We'll visit the founder of Turkey, and then we'll drive a couple hours to Cappadocia. We'll just do a stop along in Ankara. And Cappadocia is a hot air balloon. It's optional, but you need to really wake up 4 a.m. or 3 a.m. To see the amazing magical view. We'll have some underground cities that, if you don't know, it's really amazing. That's also in UNESCO as well. We'll have, there are some wineries there, so private cheese and wine area. And then we'll have some, visit some of the historical areas in the Cappadocia. And Istanbul will be, when we get back to Istanbul, we'll have a service day with the Rotary Club of Chicago. Our latest project was about cancer kids. We supported their projects. I talked about it in the past. So we'll visit the hospital, and we'll also visit the Bahçeşehir University Rotary Peace Conference. We had a presidential conference last year in February, this year, past February. So we'll visit that location too. When we're in Izmir, by the way, second stop, we're also going to visit our projects, Golden Needle, that we supported 2 years ago. So we'll support those projects as well and meet up with Rotarians. Here are some pictures. Rest of the slide will go smooth. We're going to stay in a 5-star hotel in Istanbul, the Palace Hotel, Swiss Beat FS Hotel in Izmir, Kuşadası Karizma Lux Hotel, and lastly, Argos Inn. This is a cave room, which is pretty cool. It's the best hotel in the world. it's selected one of the best hotels in the world this year. Here is some cost. We can be 10 to 14 people, 15 to 19 people, or more. You can see it's a 27-seater midi-coach on the right side. The cost is nearly 7K if we go 7K per person if we go up to 15 people. And if we go up to 19 people, that drops to 6,200. I'm just opening this up for our club first. Casey and I will be going. So just 5 couples makes it 10, right? So one couple already in the Nancy will be joining us. But I would love to like make this a Rotary once. If not, we can open it up to the other clubs too, because they have been asking as well. Arrival September 7th, departure back here, and will be September 21st. There are some details you'll get in on the email. I'm not going to bore you, but the hotels are 5-star. Accommodation will be a 5-star. We'll have a tour guide with us from first day to the last day. Same person will be traveling with us. And everything, many little things will be covered, including many meals. Yeah, and here are some of the pictures from where I'm gonna be visiting. So, yes. So look for an email. We'll send that out shortly, and then looking forward to hearing from all of you. Thank you. Dana was so excited. Isn't that, I mean, that's another thing about Rotary. We are people of the world. We were talking with our guests about the fact that when you're Rotarian all over the world, and we get culture brought to us, we just go out and enjoy it. And yes, I did mention this to my husband, and we were traveling this last week, and he started going, when we go to Turkey, I'm going to pack. Going, oh, I guess we're in. And this night in this restaurant certainly set the tone. It will be a great, great time. Thank you so much. We have some other things coming up. Again, we like to share service, and we will be ringing the bell. That's before one of our meetings downstairs. So be sure and sign up for that. I think a few of us started singing some carols last year. So that's a fun day. We also have a new member from the Salvation Army, Matthew. So he will be joining us. They are coming on as an organization. So we are proud to support that, of course. There is one, looks like that is today, might be I don't know if anybody was able to already do some helping with the baskets, but they are still doing that until clock to the home will become if anybody needs that number. And this is part of our, I don't know if Sarah wants to say anything more about this, but one of our great things is when we hear about the work that's the funds that we provide to teachers to do different activities. And so one of the teachers that was funded with her program is looking for anybody that wants to come help that day, Friday, December 5th, at the Jameson Elementary School. So you can sign up on the calendar page or let Sarah know. That would be great to be able to see the results of that kind of work. And as I said before, we do have some really important meetings coming up. I know we're starting to get in the holiday season and schedule start to get busy, but December 2nd, which is next week, this is something new that we've done this year through the Zoom meeting, but this one is really, really important. And again, register on the web page so that we just know who's coming. But having a good turnout for this, we are having a Zoom meeting with our sister club, Tokyo West, and many of us have enjoyed meeting them, whether they come here or meeting them at some of the international meetings, and they are they're so enthusiastic about Rotary and incredibly generous, and it's just a great time, Lisa. Oh, so Zooms are at 5:30. Yeah. Sorry, it's like board meetings are 5, Zooms are 5:30. So that's at 5:30. So please do try to join that. It'll be a lovely time, and I know they'll have a good turnout. No pressure, but they always do. And then we have our regular meeting that following week on the 9th. I know Eric is looking on a speaker for that. December 16th, we have fellowship at Remington. And is that the 16th? Okay. This so this got goofed up, I think. And it's Remington, but it is a club meeting on the 16th, right? Yes. Okay. We will fix that. Because we made some changes that the annual meeting is on the 16th. For some reason I did not. I know. Okay, we're gonna have to revisit that. There was something I thought we ended up asking for our union league. Our apologies. We will make sure to get clarity on it. Yep. And then we've got the here. Yes, that's here. Yes. Okay. Yep. I think that's in the night. Yep. So with we welcome 3 new members at the last meeting. One of them is here with us today. PR, raise your hand. And so now we'll get them on the schedule to do inductions at coming meetings. So we will clarify the 16th because that should be the annual meeting, and we will get clarity on that because we also talked about doing another meeting related to that. And then we do not meet through the holidays. So we do have our service project today. I would also like to introduce, we have a guest with us today, 2 guests, but Allie, if you could come up and just tell a little bit about what you're doing here, but also your Rotary connection and your interest in the Rotary. Welcome.
Well, hi everyone. Thank you for the opportunity to speak to you. Well, just a quick information about me. My name is Ali. I'm 24 and I teach to medical students at Chicago Medical School. And let me tell you, Rotary has been a really big part of my life. I know I'm only 24, but I have been with the Rotary organization when I was 16. I founded an Interact Club in Egypt, which now has more than 200 members. I've participated in 5 youth exchange camps, 2 in Italy, Germany, Netherlands, and Finland, which let me tell you are a great experience. And why I'm here today, I see it as a great opportunity to found the Rotary Club at Chicago Medical School. And I would love to have this opportunity to start having an impact in North Chicago.
How's the service project going? We're doing okay with this? I know Sarah ended up doing some of the extra ones last year, so she wanted to make sure it was a manageable number. And I want to remind everybody when Sarah says she's going to ride it over there, she really is. She rides her bike everywhere, so she's literally going to ride that over to the grid. So we do have some other visitors in the room. If you want to stand and introduce your guest with you, I should have had you do it when you had the microphone out. Wow, well, we can have an, get a microphone, turn it loud. Am I doing it? I don't know. Yes, go ahead. Yes, okay, thank you, Mark. I was just gonna say. Welcome, John. So I have a dear friend named Jim Butler, so I keep calling him Jim, but I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to. I think that is it for our guest today. Um, again, a reminder about that virtual meeting. And we're thinking of an open mic. If anybody else wants to share their what they're thankful for at this time, or their Rotary why, that's all I can mention. We're very busy getting our service project done. I really appreciate it. That doesn't. I've already shown the pictures of your grandchild, but which I didn't show. No, you can come on here. Trump is our president nominee, so we need to start giving you guys up here.
Oh my gosh, what am I grateful for with Rotary? I don't know. I mean, it's just the fellowship and the fun of friends that you meet and the international. I was talking with John a little bit about the international experiences and so many meetings. It's just hard to, but I think my involvement with my family has been really important. I mean, my sons have been in Interact is a high school version of Rotary. And we founded the Interact Club in Oklahoma when I was here from high school. Actually, I was Richards High School in Oklahoma. And it was just a lot of fun. We did a lot of events together, a lot of scheduled, a lot of fundraisers, and had some real great experiences there. One of the things we did, so many things that we were able to do, but they raised some money in the high school to have some fun with. They took some of the popular teachers and they did a pie in the face for all the popular teachers, and they were raising money that way. And the money that they raised was given for mosquito nets in Miramar, I think it was, where they had some problems with the mosquitoes that were causing malaria and different problems for them. So they saved a lot of lives, I think, in being able to distribute those mosquito nets. We don't think about that here, but it's really important in that location. And then traveling, I was mentioning with John, Marshall, and I were kind of laughing a little bit about it, but you could, anywhere you go in the world, you can visit a Rotary Club. And they're so, so welcoming, And, one of the stories I like to share is when my kids and I, and my wife, we went to the Bahamas, and we were looking for a meeting to make up a meeting. And at that time, we made up meetings because it was like we had this weekly meeting. It's kind of more flexible now, but so we went to the hotel manager and we asked where the local meeting was for Rotary Club. It turns out the local manager is the current president of the local Rotary Club. So he said, "Oh yeah, for sure." I mean, we had a meeting this Wednesday at 12 o'clock. I said, "Great, I'll be there." And then I get a call from a message on my phone that afternoon. And said, "Oh, I messed up. We're actually not meeting Wednesday. We're going to be meeting in the evening on Thursday at the Palace, which is where they have all their big events and so forth. And it's like a 13-acre estate. It's a beautiful palace, glacial. And here I was as a little kid. I didn't have any clothes to wear. So, I mean, I'm like, there was a suit or anything to wear to a palace. So I ended up going shopping with my wife. We ended up buying all these nice clothes for the kids and I. And we ended up going to this, palace of Rotarians. They came in from every island of the Bahamas, so a lot of them, and they wore their local garb from their home countries, and they brought food from their own home countries that where they were from. So it was just like great. It was a great event, a lot of food. All this stuff just happened because we were in Rotary. It would never have happened otherwise. The experience and the fun and chasing my kids down the hallways. Don't go in there. Don't go in there again because it's like a palace, right? So they shouldn't be in those areas. But it was just a lot of fun, and it's just some of the memories that I have with Rotary. And like I said, most of the memories that we have here is just sharing the activities in the community, kayaking and helping us pick up garbage in the Chicago River, and just all of our stuff that Ted and I doing the dictionary distribution and pizza and the kids at Christmas, just decorating and having fun. So I mean, I've had a great experience with Rotary. I hope you all can, maybe one or more of you can come up and share some of your experience. Yeah. I just wanted to bring your attention, it's okay,
I wanted to bring the attention to all of you. A nice editorial in the paper written by Cardinal Cooper about about the importance of Thanksgiving. You are, in Plymouth, and then also stated by Abraham Lincoln. Yeah. Today. My Rotary story would be short in one sense, since I'm going to officially join Rotary in the next few days, but I've come to know and really appreciate many of you. So I will just say this as a word of encouragement. As a very young man, I ran across the United States from LA to New York, from Long Beach, California to Long Beach, New York, as one reporter said, is a Long Beach of the run. So we did it for the environment, and along the way, we met with 14 governors and 82 mayors, and we spoke and one of our sponsors was Kiwanis. We spoke at 90 Kiwanis clubs. And so everywhere we stopped, we were welcomed by Kiwanis. Now, what does that have to do with Rotary? We can take some rightful pride and joy that Rotary was the first service organization, and that afterwards there were Lions and Kiwanis and all kinds of others. But the very idea that we celebrate today and every time we meet, of meeting just for fellowship and service to our community, that is Rotary's idea. So I feel very, very honored at this time in my life to finally become a Rotarian.
Well done, thank you. And I noticed that the Tribune article is fantastic. It's just, coming together at a time, many parts of our history, at times when there's a lot of division to come together. Thanksgiving is so meaningful. Also, if anybody reads in the Tribune the financial pages on Sunday, Terry Savage, the columnist, he actually said in the column, if you need more information about this, you can ask your financial advisor or someone at your Rotary club. Okay. We pop up, you never know where we pop up. And again, we also always encourage everyone to engage more in the committees that are doing the work of our organization, community service, international service, and membership. Reminder from Sarah also that the college, we're still doing college scholarships. Okay. So they have to be a college student who's has some community service documented. And again, we're coming into gift season, and that further box makes a great gift. So we continue to have those. We are also using those as incentives from our foundation committee, but those are always available. We do have other gatherings. We every Friday. I don't know if we do this Friday because because I think there was someone, again, we're Rotary One, so people often seek us out from around the world. So good, thank you. And we have additional Rotary News business the first Thursdays at noon. And we have some birthdays, but oh wait, Allison's in the room. We have a lot of November birthdays. I think I can do them in the room. Oh no, okay. But you're in the room, so we'll sing again. We'll sing until we're into December next month. So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Huh? So that's I thought it's interesting. Okay. Yeah, right? Okay. Oh, yes. Worldwide. Beautiful. Thank you. So, Sarah, do you need to make an announcement about the nominating committee? Yep. Thank you. Okay, so as the immediate past president, I am in charge of the nominating committee to continue the presidential line and the board of directors. So I'm going to read the section from the bylaws that pertains to this. At a regular meeting held between 30 and 60 days before the meeting for election of officers and directors, the nominating committee shall present nominations for president nominee, secretary, treasurer, and 4 directors, all of whose terms shall commence on the first day of July next following the election. At the same meeting, the presiding officer shall ask for additional nominations for any or all of these positions. Additional nominations for any office, including that of director, may be submitted in writing by any active member no later than 21 days before the meeting for the election of officers and directors, provided any such nomination specifies the name of the active member being nominated and the position for which he or she is being nominated. If no additional nominations are submitted, then those candidates nominated by the nominating committee shall be deemed elected at the meeting for the election of officers and directors without the necessity of a vote. So typically we do the vote at the annual meeting, which is why we need clarity on when that date is. So if it is the 16th. Because if you need to push it to January, we can push it to January because I'm still within the 30 to 60 days. So if you didn't want to do it at Remington, you wanted to do it here, I'm pretty sure that we can also do it in January. Okay, so as of this moment, well, I should also say this. So we're good to go with the 9. All right, so one thing that the board voted on in our past board meeting is changing the number of people on the board. So this came out of the nominating committee and looking at the number of people that we have in our club because we've right-sized, we've shrunk. Yes, nobody likes that word right-sized. It doesn't even make any sense. So we have shrunk. And so the nominating committee discussed the idea of paring down the board also. And so we all this time have had 13 board members and we're now at 9 for the vote of the board. And so basically what we have decided to do for the board is let the people roll off their terms without replacing them. And that brings us to 9. So that worked out pretty well. Yes, and so that was me for the 26-27 board. Nancy, Shada, and Chuck, that's the presidential line. Richard Yang, Mark Mabong, Sean Stringer, Steve Weinmuller, and then John or Andrew? Andrew. Okay, and then what was his last name? I forgot. O'Connor. Yes, Andrew O'Connor. Yes. And then for the president's nominee, so we currently have Danilo on the docket. But we also just today received another nomination, but I have to reach out to Robert to determine if he is interested in the position or not. And so that is where we stand at this moment. And so the nominating committee will work through the president's nominees or nominee, depending. And then we bring this back to either the annual meeting in December or in January, however that works out. And then we will vote and we will know who your next leadership is. Marshall. No problem. I have no issue whatsoever with that. Yeah. So at any rate, that is the slate for today. And any questions, or I'm also can entertain nominations from the floor for anything. Hearing none, just look for future information, and it looks like we'll be doing the vote. Okay. And then lastly, do I have all the cards? Any cards left on the table? Are we good? Okay, well, thank you for helping with that little project, and I'll be delivering those at the organization in about 20 minutes or so. Thank you. Okay, very much. Thank you. Thank you for working together on that and a lot of good information in the room today. I don't know about the rest of you, but I have to go home and make a whole bunch of pumpkin pies. Yeah, so I was telling our table that I'm picking up the 6-year-old granddaughter who's going to be my sous chef for the next 2 days. So what could go wrong? Thank you so much. I'm just, if anybody's hosting, I'm going to give you my hint after 3 years of hosting Thanksgiving. I cooked the turkeys the day before and it's all ready to go. No, it's not. It's the way to do it. So right now, let's stand and do our 4-way class of the things we think, say, or do. With the truth, the care for all concerned, will build goodwill, a better friendship, will be beneficial to all concerned, and the one we've added will be fun. Thank you.